This is where love gets honest. We've been searching through the noise, trying to hear our hearts speak clear. Yeah, dating with intention now, letting go of fear. Learn to love me first, yeah. Healing all my scars. Now I'm showing up whole, knowing who you are. No more settling for less. I choose truth, I choose me. If it's real, let it grow. If it's fake, let it be. Affirm the real. Love that feels, love you can feel. We speak life, yeah, we reveal. Hearts align, this love is real. Affirm the real. Love starts here.
What's going on, my man, my good fella?
What's up, Marcus? How's it doing, sir?
Pretty good. My phone keep going off from one 800 numbers or whatever it is. You know they don't get no
Man,
love.
what are you doing? 976 numbers, man. Come on,
No,
dude.
not 976. I don't know, not them type. No. These are the telemarketers. No, they
Okay,
must
yeah,
on there.
telemarketers.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
don't know we go live on Tuesday nights.
yeah. Tell them you got to hold that massage appointment.
Yeah. You trying to get me beat? You trying to get me beat in my sleep? Man, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
You wake up like, why am I back sore?
Shit, my back, face, knots on the head.
Yeah, yes,
No.
sir.
No.
Okay,
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one tonight.
I think so. I mean, the ladies brought it last week, and we upped the ante, and we had to bring something that's a little bit more sizzling, hot button. It's,
Let's go. Let's say like it really is. Let's talk. Let's talk. We was talking. I was talking mess to the ladies, and
oh,
we can't go back.
we can't
So,
go back now. So you dug this ditch for us, huh?
oh yeah. I know. Have shovel, we'll dig. But let's get without further ado. We're gonna get into this topic, and I want to tell you in advance for the YouTube listeners, we have a giveaway at the end of the show. So
Oh,
if you watch on YouTube and stay to the end, you'll be in the drawing for a actual gift.
y'all hear that now?
Come on. If you don't know what it is, it's at Data Firm the Real at YouTube.
At YouTube. He says we're giving away gifts. This is Christmas. Christmas in March. Christmas come early.
It sure is March, ain't it?
Hmm.
So real quick, can you hit that title for me? Can you,
Sure, go ahead, sir. Bring that up.
so the title was Science Says Men should listen to women. Is that a fantasy, false, or what's going on?
Oh man, we know that is a reality that we need to self-check within ourselves. Because men tend to make better decisions when they listen to a woman's advice. Now, the twist to that is, are we taking the advice correctly when it's given to us? I mean,
My question should be
yes, yes, we should.
why?
Honestly, it's not surprising. It's revealing. A lot of men are taught to lead, but not always taught how to listen. And listening, that is where the clarity lives. That's where it starts. If we just take the moment to put our ego aside and say, let me hear her out, allow her to speak her mind, to see and value the opinion that she's providing.
All right. So I hear what you're saying. So what brought this about was this Instagram from Hot 97. It says studies say men tend to make better decisions when they listen to a woman's advice. Yeah, I looked at the comments.
Yeah.
You say one thing.
Okay.
There's a lot of men out there who don't agree with you.
I would imagine so. And the reason I
Why?
say that, because how old am I? 52? 25 years ago, you couldn't
You
tell
know
me
what
shit.
your age is.
25 years ago, you couldn't tell me shit. You see what I'm saying? Because I had that egotistic, male chauvinistic that I'm going to do it my way or the highway. That shit didn't always add up, right? I hit too many brick walls. I'm like, I got to be doing something wrong. You know how your mother tell you, don't go outside, boy. I told you to go outside. You go out there anyway. bust your ass, fall on your face. You come back in the house crying, Mama. She said, "Go sit your ass down." Well, basically, what we're saying here is sometimes advice that are given by women for someone who loves you dearly and passionately, the advice is considerate. It's always given with wholeheartedness. It's not giving to lead you astray. Now, you said some men may think otherwise. That's them. Maybe they got someone who is speaking to them in which it doesn't equate. You still got to speak on the same, not love language. You still got to speak on the same intellectual level. If you hollering at me and yelling at me, I'm not going to take that in as much as someone who's going to speak with compassion and love and care. You see what I'm saying?
So you're saying delivery makes the
Yes,
biggest difference.
yes, it does. It does.
All right.
Hey, y'all. Thanks to Angel B for joining in. Hardcore Healing Pen. Thanks for joining in. Who else we got on here? Thanks, y'all, for joining in. We're about to get this thing started. We're going to turn this heat up to about 450 degrees. You know what I mean? Finna touch some souls in here tonight.
Okay. So let's break this down.
Go ahead, sir. Let's break it down.
A lot of men think they should be running everything.
Speak on it,
That's
sir.
what I am freezing up. Yeah. So why should we listen to women? If remember the thing about like spaghetti heart or something like that and waffle mind or whatever.
Of course, of course.
If
Yes.
women are doing so much with, did my screen just go out on me?
I can hear you, sir. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Hold
I can see you too. I
on.
can see you too. Okay.
Yeah, you're doing some weird ish. So if they are
Hmm.
so much doing with their emotions, why should I listen to them? They're not. A lot of them are not going to speak logically. What if they're not in the right place? If I am supposed to lead, let me lead. Do what I say. Why decision? Then why should?
Ooh,
Uh,
ooh.
I mean, I'm playing devil's advocate.
Okay,
Let's.
okay.
We go because this is what you're going to hear. This is why a woman can't lead the country. This is why a woman can never be
Hmm.
president.
Hmm.
Because if I'm you if you are if I'm making better decisions because of you, then you might as well do it yourself.
Per the comments, right?
No, I mean this is just some. I ain't get to the
Okay.
comments yet. This ain't necessarily my train of thought, but I'm just
Yeah.
telling you how could it be
Yeah.
perceived. You know what I'm saying? This is how
Is that a
let's
okay?
get into it
Yeah. Is that a question for me or is that just a statement
in
that you're making?
general. No, I want
Okay.
let's talk it.
So, do you think it's about intelligence or something deeper? And this is my response to that. It's something deeper because it's not about who's smarter. Let me repeat that. It's not about who's smarter. It's about perspective. Women often brings emotional intelligence, right? Spaghetti minds, intuition, and foresight. When a man combines that with logic and execution, which is what we like to do, we like to make decisions. We make the decision and we make it happen. That's a powerful reaction we get when you combine the two. And we can take all that information in and decipher if it's logical, if it's doable, if it's applicable. But we have to assess the perspective that it's coming from. As I was stating earlier, if someone is screaming at you, you ain't never been shit, you ain't doing shit, why don't you get out there and find a job? You're gonna look at that like, woman, I got this. But if she said, baby, I know you're struggling, you're trying to make ends meet, you're having a rough patch, but I got you. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna be there to support you. You're gonna look like, oh wow. Let me get on out there and do that right now at 12 o'clock at night, try to find a job. You know what I mean? The perspective
So
of it.
what I'm hearing is you that's like you confusing support with decision making.
I'm not refusing support
That's
because
what it sounds like.
she's allowing me to make the decision, but she's giving me her perspective. Because again, the decision is going to be made by me, and the reason I say that is even in relationships that I've had in the past, Speaking with my partner, the decision to make any decision is still going to be reside with me, but I am going to listen to what you have to say. That's a whole aspect of opening up and communicating with your partner. At least listen. You still make the decision. You're the man. You make the decision. You shot call.
Okay. Then who? So when something doesn't work, who does it fall on?
I take the blame if it doesn't work. I am that, how could I put it? I am that understanding enough. If something doesn't work, I can take the blame because I made a decision. I can stand on that decision that I've made. I've made many decisions, as you may know, and I'll stand on those decisions that I made, right? Even though they were right or wrong, or people may see it different. I still stand on it. I made that decision after I assess all the intelligence intel that came in for me to make that decision.
Mm. Well, if I was single, who why? And I'm making decisions. I'm married. I'm still making decisions. What's the benefit? What is the benefit of listening to? Because I see.
Okay,
I'm really trying to play devil's advocate.
sure.
I'm being real. This is not my train of thought, but I have to look
Yeah,
at it from all sides
of course, of course.
because let me see if I can find one of these comments. I'm gonna pull up. So I'm gonna pull up this article based on
Sure.
the comments
Hmm.
and where this is one of them is and the study was done by a woman. Another guy says clearly AI. Laugh out loud.
Hmm.
Then uh we got to have things on the other side. It says basically the data confirms that most of our moms have been saying for decades. But seriously, intriguing. Multi-interest reasoning is how to move from a boss to a leader. Quality judgment requires a full picture. Now, I really do agree with that. Um, but say ladies will say go figure. But I see a lot of division. Like
Okay.
men are saying
Okay.
whatever for the most part. And
Hmm.
one day I looked at it, it was like a whole bunch of like damn, is a lot of men feeling this way? Why are they feeling this way? You know, is it are we taught from a younger age that hey, man, damn what the woman say, do what you want to do.
We are.
Mm,
Unfortunately,
yeah.
we're taught to lead, and we're taught to take in charge and be a man, right, and stand up and whatever. But when does it come to a point when you can work smarter and not harder, right? Because think about this: does listening to a woman make a man less dominant? Um, I'm going to say not at all because it makes him more effective, right? There's a difference between control and control with awareness. The strongest man in the room isn't the loudest. It's the one who knows how to adjust. He sits back, he assesses, and he adapts. While everybody else is sword fighting, he's back and just assessing everybody's weakness, and he makes a decision. He conquers all. You don't have to do that alone. You can assess with intel, being your partner, and make a smarter decision.
All right. How do you know it is how do you know it is what she's telling you or your partner's telling you is worth a damn?
Let
Are
me
you what how are you listening? Are you listening with intelligence? Are you listening with lust?
You have to listen with intelligence because women who are grounded, wise, and self-aware are not just loud with options. They're bringing influence, the right influence. She can shift your whole direction by presenting you something that you couldn't see on your trajectory. We're doing this as a man. I'm gonna go run straight through that wall, and she's like, no, 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 no. You can maneuver around the wall and get to the same outcome. You don't have to
Uh,
run straight forward.
well, let's think about it now. So let me ask you this: What is the difference between that and manipulation?
Manipulation, if a man is not self-aware of what his outcome he's trying to achieve, he will be manipulated because again, you are taking in this information. You're not letting the information itself make the decision. You are taking in this information as you make the decision. Now, you're just taking in information. And again, if she's not on the same level of what you're seeking to accomplish, it will seem like manipulated because you are allowing negative influence or evaluation to determine how you're going to then proceed with your outcome. That is my take on it. I could be wrong.
No, but there's no right or wrong. This is data from the real. We have
Mhm.
open conversations. So we're not assessing what right or wrong. We're assessing the open dialogue. We're talking about it. You
Yes,
know, it's not our place. It's not our place to judge. It's our
yes,
place to listen.
yes.
You know.
Exactly what I'm saying. Listen to what your partner is saying. Our place to listen.
Okay.
Hardcore European says, but is control the word or leadership or partnership? What has control got us so far? Control hasn't got me a damn thing. I can tell you that right now from experience. Yes. You got to relinquish that control factor to a certain aspect, you know.
Yes. So now I'm gonna pause devil's advocate for a moment.
Yeah. Jump on in here, sir.
I don't know everything. I can't see things. I do have some discernment deficit per se. So I have a partner who will help make decisions, and I don't necessarily always have to make a decision for her, but when major things come around, we said we have to discuss. What has control got us so far? Not far enough as a society. Now, what decision you have to make on your own, and this is important. Who the hell you listen to?
Mm,
We
good
often
point.
listen to people who are not necessarily our partner. That's one. We let people outside our household make decisions or help influence what go inside our household, which we got. That's then we can't listen to the woman. Or another scenario, the one we have to choose on our own, make a decision. The partner that we use, well, not use is the wrong word. The partner that we decide to make our partner, the person we decide to make our partner, need to be able to, I would think, or to me would be beneficial to be the person who could help me make decisions as a
Yeah.
good outlook to balance thought process.
Yes. Yes.
And this is another reason. I got a third one just came to me. What if if you're in a relationship, a marriage or something, and something happens to you, you get, I don't know, saying, I don't know what's the word, incapacitated, or even worse, death.
Mhm.
If she can't make no decision because what is she doing? How you gonna feel? Then some other man come to make a decision of your household.
Ooh.
You're gonna be turning over your grave, or you're gonna be trying to come very unincapacitated.
The ghost of Marcus Goodwin.
Yeah, boo, boo. Soon as them ladies go up in there, boo. What the hell?
Whispering, man. What's no way?
Yeah,
Yes, but you do make a good point because men, we make a decision to find a partner that's compatible with us, right? So
hmm,
when those decisions in that situation where we can't speak for ourselves, she will make the right decision for us still as a family, as a unit, as a partnership, as a relationship, as a marriage,
right.
all the above.
Hell, and also, what's wrong with now? I'm just talking open dialogue. What's wrong with the woman making decisions? You influencing her decisions.
Mm. Such as,
Maybe there's some major stuff going on. You say
uh,
I, I'm trusting you on this. This is what I believe, but you can make it.
yeah, that's the dynamic in a relationship, right? It can go both ways, right? It's not just one sided.
Yeah, because the thing about it, there gonna be men out there. If they influence decision, it's cool. But if a woman influence decision, it's manipulation.
Hmm. That's rough that men do feel like that because I'm like this. When women feel heard, she softens. When a man feels supported, he sharpens. That's the balance that creates trust,
Say that
and
one more.
trust builds everything else. I'm gonna say it
Say
again
that one
for
more.
you.
Yeah, because I say it slow.
Say it slow.
Say it slow.
When women feel heard, she softens. When a man feels supported, he sharpens. That balance creates trust. That builds everything.
Mm.
Soft wife life, allow her to be heard. Allow her to be respected. Allow her to give her value opinion. When you take lead and you know that she support you, man, you on point. I'm gonna be at the 8 o'clock, man. We're gonna be decked to the nines. We got this thing because you know you got a partner by your side. You know if you fall, she gonna catch you. That's the trust factor right there.
Okay, so let's take it outside the household just for a moment. I know this is
Okay.
day affirm.
Yes. Take it outside the household. Let's go.
Let's take it out. We already exactly. What about in a corporation or politics? Should a male politician listen to like the female, you know, female aides or their female constituents about how they think they should govern, or how should run, or how the other female executives who earn their place in the company, but are now the CEO? Why? Because the way I feel about it is with today's
Hmm.
culture, a woman is devalued. A woman's
I can
rights are
agree with that.
devalued,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
and is now has become like we try and put you back in a place where you speak when spoken to type deal.
From 1940s,
Yeah, like
1930s, going
you
backwards. But go ahead.
no, because if women didn't make great decisions or had great influences, would there be so many rich people in the world? Would there be so many rich women in the world?
Mm.
Let's think about fashion. If a woman didn't have some influence, would it be as much fashion in the world? I know we always got these male designers, but I guarantee they got some feet. They got ladies in their ear.
Yeah.
But my thing is, we need to make sure they get acknowledged publicly or upfront of their value, not like a Ouija board or a crystal ball. Like, hey, you know, put
A Wizard of Oz going behind the curtain and hey, what was that? Getting answers. But you bring up a good point because you're talking about it in a corporate workplace or in the lead that's in politics. What makes an effective leader? Is it because he just going out there and boss hog and everything and stepping on everybody's toes, as we can see? No, that doesn't make it effective. But if he is wise and listen to his counsel or his staff, that's the purpose of a staff, and it has women in it, they can provide a different perspective and make you see a different outcome and a different way to achieve your goals. Because they're there to support you as a leader to get this corporation or this political agenda aboard. You can't just go in and headstrong that thing and say, I'm gonna do it like this, I'm not gonna bend. You will meet resistance all the way through. You're not taking in consideration other people's value perspective.
All right. So I agree with you. Things that don't bend break.
Exactly.
But unfortunately, the system is not bending like it should,
It
and
will
it needs some of it needs the system needs to break.
it will self-correct. It's always self-correct. Again, if we're talking about politics, we're talking about 4 years. It will self-correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's not 25 years of politics. You got 4 years and you out, you gone. You did your thing. Next person up.
All right. So Angel B says, I feel you have to have that type to open up communication, understand as a couple before decisions can be made by one person effectively. Iron sharpens iron.
Yes, ma'am. Iron sharpens iron. Get that fire ready.
Hmm.
I got a 9 gauge iron. No,
A
let me
nine
stop.
gauge iron, huh?
Anyway, go ahead, sir.
No, no. So I like what she said. Sharp, we do have to make decisions. We have to effectively make each other stronger.
Yes. Yeah.
But we also have to decide, no, we do some BS every so often, you know, and that's where we have to really make our own decisions. Sometimes this is part of being a leader. What is the BS and what is not the BS?
Yes. Yes. You gotta sift through it, right? If someone coming to you and you're like, yeah, just put that idea right here, right? And then somebody come over here and they give you an idea, you're like, okay, put that right here. And you sample the two. You see what is the BS. Well, okay, get that shit out of here. Okay, this is what I want to go with. I'm making a decision to go with this one, right? You're making a decision to get rid of that shit. That's the leadership that you are put in place to do. Make that decision with the information that's given to you.
And
Yes.
and
Continue. Continue.
like one of the things said, we also know have to decipher through are we being manipulated by our not to a grand scheme, but are we being manipulated not only by possibly the woman, but by our loins?
Hmm.
Because
The
yeah,
lust that you were talking about, right?
exactly. I
Speak on that,
want
sir.
yeah.
Speak on that lust. Lust. That's a powerful word there.
Let's think about it. What was that? What was it? I think it was Harlem Nights. Put your mom on the phone.
I ain't never come on.
I ain't never coming home.
Yeah.
That was Lust making him do a stupid decision.
Lust can make you break happy homes. Yeah. You're right
You
about that.
know, so that's what I'm getting at is like, okay, everybody can be swayed. Oftentimes, people might get who were swayed might got hurt because they wasn't effectively listening to a person, or they was effectively listening to the wrong person, or they decided not to make a proper decision because they was lusting and doing all this and trying to show out. Now you mad because this, that, and the other.
You bring up two good points. Um, Lust is one end of the spectrum which make a person make a bad decision. And then you said the other end of the spectrum, you said a person has been hurt before. So now they're not even listening to any decision because they're shutting down outside information, right?
Right.
Because they've been hurt before. Those are on two ends of the spectrum, but they equate to the same thing as you're talking about making bad decisions or not even accepting information to make a decision.
So now that's the point. Why should I listen to a woman?
Hmm,
Because
that's
first
an
of all,
edified topic. Why
yeah,
should they listen to a
yeah.
woman?
So because only thing I'm trying to do is have sex with you, and that's what you're good for.
Is that
You
the
could your decision making should be limited to clean the kitchen, take care of the kids. But this is
and
unfortunate. This is the chauvinistic, I think is where it is, that we sometimes men have.
and what control has got us that far by following that concept?
Yeah, you know. So the one of the things a partnership does is it effectively allows trust. There is no partnership without trust. Trust cannot be built without listening.
Yes, I'm following you.
Yeah. So can you if my wife can't trust important decisions on me, that means I probably wasn't listening to her.
Mm.
Or and it could be
Say-
vice versa.
Okay. Okay.
So what I'm looking at is all this. Why can't certain men not feel that a woman is not an effective source of information or guidance?
Let me let me interject and provide. Maybe this is something like me because you said at the beginning at the earlier of the show, some men were raised to believe leadership means having all the answers. I'm the one. I'm the go-to person. You is either me or nothing else. But when you're establishing a real relationship, it's knowing when to receive the information from your partner. It's knowing when to receive that information. That can definitely change your perspective. Knowing when to
Mm-hmm.
receive that, right?
Exactly. So I'm really it's cool because I struggle when my gender
Hmm.
really feels the way of a woman. Like saying a woman probably wrote that article or did a study. Guess what? For a woman to do it, if she did it, she was intelligent enough to fucking do it.
And provide perspective, not just all
Right.
men are dogs, right? And one side of that thing. Yeah.
Now, also, of the men that feel this way, how many would go to their own mama and say, their own mother and say, "You ain't talking about shit, mama, for real. I ain't listening to you. At the end of the day, you're a woman."
Mm,
When it comes to their own mama, a lot of that perspective changes.
it does because they go out there and be dogs to women, but let a stepdad try to enter the picture, they ain't gonna let him in the door.
Mm.
Ego, that conditioning, that pride factor, all that
Mm.
as we were raised to believe we have all the answers. And we ain't made no decision to get us any farther than what we were standing at in the beginning.
Exactly. You know, maybe if we would use a little bit
Speak
more,
on it.
a
Speak on
lot
it.
more, and I'm going to limb now. Usually use a strength of woman's emotional because we often say they're more in tune with their emotionally on a lot of things,
Emotional intelligence. Yeah, the emotional intelligence of the woman.
and they mental intelligence. Because
Intuition.
if
Man.
we no, I mean we're talking about up here in the cerebellum.
Yes, sir.
Because how many of them when they go to college, one they'll probably graduate more than men a lot of times because there are a lot more women that go to college and men, a lot men. I think men are going to college a lot less. I know it was at one point. Um, so they're not. So they are very intelligent. Why can't and if they are a more emotionally attuned, emotionally intelligent, and these are intelligent in the mind, i.e., college degrees and things of that nature. Why the hell they can't run a relationship for real?
That goes back to, I think, to Angel B's point about understanding as a couple before decisions can be made by one person effectively. You have to have that conversation. And if that conversation comes down to her leading that, that's a decision that both have made. It wasn't that she just went in and stepped on your balls and said, I'm doing this. You had a discussion, you made an outcome that's agreeable by both sides. I like that. She wants to take the lead, baby, go ahead. I'm gonna sit here and support you. I got you. Anybody bother you, I'm knocking them out. You see what I'm saying?
So violent.
It's not
Gosh.
valid. That's not valid.
That's-
It's protective. It's not valid, sir. It's a difference. That's protective. You know what I mean? Come through that
just next
window.
time,
You getting it. You
just tell
getting
them
it.
to
You getting it.
stop.
Oh, stop. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna show you stop. Pick your ass. No, yeah, yeah. You gonna stop, all right, when I finish. Yeah. Anyway, but this is not a violent section, but we're speaking in regards to protecting those that are around you and those that you love, right? If she
Right.
wants to make the decision and I'm in agree with it, I have no problem because I'm open to understanding what makes an effective leader. She is an effective leader. Why not let her take the lead? Quit being so chauvinistic that I can't even see that because again, that control ain't got me nowhere, right? Looking for a partner.
Mm-hmm.
I need to relinquish that. Maybe she's a better effective leader. I have to consider that option. We gotta move forward. Thinking like 1952 is not progress. That's going backwards.
I mean, we all see we sending mixed messages. We
How's that
often
mixed?
let's be real about it. We often talk about, oh, back in the day we should have more family dynamic back in the day where that was more of a family, this and that. You know, when our
Okay.
grandmas and we was more had more unity in the home and it was uh 2 parent household. But the same you talk about 1940s where my homeboy's decision or my homeboy's influence was more valuable than my partner's.
Hmm. Okay.
You see, you feel me?
Yeah.
So
That angle can be approached. That angle can be approached. What would, not asking you as a question, just putting it out to those that are listening, and even in response to this segment of the topic, what would we as individuals or as couples, what do we want to see moving forward? Do we want an effective, positive, sustainable relationship where both partners feel valued? What would that entail? If that entails giving up some control, some leadership responsibilities, why not do it? You want to come home to a happy house, you want to come home to a happy wife. Why not give up some control to do that? It's not like you're going to be demonstrized because you allowed your wife to do something that your boys said they would never let them girls do or their wives do. Come on, man. You come home, you kiss your lady. How was your day? Let's have a conversation. Let's have a drink. Let's go out to dinner. While they over there saying, "You better have dinner on the stove when I come home." What do you want to do? And I'm speaking to the public generally. What would you like to do to see your relationship to be affected? And I have to even look deep down in my side, inside of me, as I perceive for what would I like to do to have a effective relationship going forward, whoever that may be with. Give up that
Mm.
control, give up that egotistic machoism, let her make decisions, listen to her input. I have to value that. I have to value that.
Right. You know, but like we always say, play to the strengths.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Like for instance, we just got finished planning. We just got finished um, booking a vacation. Honestly, my input was very minimal. I some of the things that I kind of required or wanted, she she understood it. Certain things I like. I'm probably not going to get. But guess what? She made the decision. She took what I said and said, okay, we can't have this, can't have this and that. And it's going to cost this much, and this is what we're going to do. Okay.
Do you feel valued because your opinion was heard?
I feel, not necessarily my opinion, yes, but also she knew my needs without me really tripping. She's like, okay, he wants this, but he don't need this. He knows like this, but he may need this, but we can't have that. But but we gotta have this.
Hmm.
This I
Hmm.
feel this is more important.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, she got this. I ain't got to say no more. When she come back with a price, I don't have to go back. We get our money, boom, pay for it. I ain't gotta go. Did you get this? What you got that? Did you get this, babe? Are we doing this?
Mm.
I ain't have to question none of that.
Yeah.
If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. She got the best value for what we're going to do. Plain and
Yes.
simple.
Yes.
Now, let's talk on another foot. If it's let's say it was something in the vehicle, I am hands down more mechanically inclined than she is. If there's something in the vehicle, I say I'm about to go get this done. This needs to be done. This is gonna be done. Well, she gonna be like, okay. If it's gonna be something astronomical price, yeah, I'll discuss it with her. But I'll discuss it with her. But she knows she'll be like, okay, do we have to do this right now? Blah blah blah. Or we'll listen to this is what we got going on. I'm gonna make the decision
Hmm.
because I have to make a decision. Guess what? Is it feasible to put money here right now or put it over here right now?
Yes,
But
sir.
without listening to her, I can't make a decision about that particular thing.
Angel B says, listen to comprehend and not just to respond. Exactly what you just stated about the vacation and the vehicle. You both were listening to comprehend the situation and analyze it, and you didn't respond out of fact that it's my turn. I have to talk, right? And then she says that was back in the day. We talking about now. People need to be more open minded and collaborate more for success in relationship. And that is a yes. Thank you, Angel B. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Don't come to me to my you come into me or going to a woman to my you make me whole and you wholeheartedly listen to a damn thing she just said to you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know,
Make a hole in your head. It's gonna make.
yeah.
That's what's gonna make you whole.
And this is what I'm getting at. This is
Hmm.
what I want to see. I would like to see is a shift in and a lot of people outlook on how to effectively make a decision based on the opposite sex.
Opposite sex.
Opposite sex.
Talk about sex. Okay, let's go. Go ahead, sir.
Uh-huh. Keep on now. If you think you're lonely now, it'll come out your mouth in a minute. You have a
You
whole
talking about,
poem. You're gonna have a
yeah,
whole
you
poem in a minute.
talking about sex and head games and all that. Look, okay, go ahead, sir.
Uh-huh. Next
Yeah,
time, get you a data friend real short sleeve. You're getting
yeah.
hot all up in here. God dang.
Look at me. But you make a good point because what are the dangers of ignoring this type of advice? Because if you move through life one dimensional, you miss the blind spots. When I say you straight for that wall, and sometimes you need to learn lessons to the hard way that someone already tried to help you avoid. And that's when that partnership comes in. That's when that relationship, that's when that wife, that spouse comes in and tell you, babe, why are you out there keep doing that thing that way? I'm giving you information that help you so you ain't gotta mow the yard at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Mow it at night. You know, I'm not mowing no yard at night. Or mowing in the morning. I'm not mowing in the morning. I'm just gonna get out there and mow the yard. You pass out in the middle of the day. The advice telling you you can still get the yard mowed. You don't have to mow it at the time that you're trying to accomplish it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So Hardcore says we have a lot of success because we value each other's strength and respect it. No ego, no macho shit, no bossy. I guess that's
Boss
bitch.
said.
All
Yeah,
right,
boss
so
said.
that kind of goes
Respect.
back, right?
Respect one. Yeah.
It also goes back to what you were saying earlier about how it's delivered. I make a bunch of odd decisions without you, or I've been making these decisions. You should be listening to me. I'm a boss. You should be you your boss to be listening to me.
Mm,
If I can't do it in a manner that suitable,
respectable.
respectable, why are you with me?
Mm,
Why am I with you?
mm.
That's just my thought.
Yes. Yeah, you know something, man. This boy here is firing on all cylinders. He got both clips empty. He ready to reload. He just
I'm
like
just
he is
saying
wild wild
because
west. He is hot.
you know
Blow off a
some,
6 shooter, man. Blow off a 6 shooter.
but maybe
Cool down.
some people respond to that type of that speak.
But is that because both of them are trying to make a leadership decision without rationalizing with the other,
Ooh,
as you
that could be a
said,
point.
because they are used to that. Seems like pent up negative headstrong attitude that builds up over time. That's just not you just turn 18 and all of a sudden you decide I'm going to make these decisions. That's build up because you say fair relationships or lusting after something and you can't accomplish that. So now you're
Mm,
building up all this anger, all this energy, and you got to release. And so you're just making decisions and snapping on people at the same time because you don't want to hear their opinion.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
pretty deep, man.
That was.
But because listen to this.
I'm listening.
Know your voice has power. Women, know your voice has power. And if you need to refine it for your partner, do it. Wisdom lands differently than emotions alone. Say it in a way that builds, not battles. You have to say it with your chest, say it with your chest, but say it in a way that builds, doesn't battle. Because you may be dealing with someone who ego may be fractured and he just needs a little bit of loving to understand that you're not there to take away from him. You're there to add to what he has. And if he sees that, he can then change the perspective in which he's taking in that information and understand that, yes, you are still in charge to make that decision. Go make that decision. But listen to her, value that opinion.
All right, so where you just said it's true, but these
Mm.
same men will never admit to it
Oh, yeah, they take that to
because
the
what
grave.
you yeah
They take it to
because
the grave. Yeah.
or some some ladies might take it as I gotta talk to you all soft. You all soft, you soft dude. I gotta say it in a certain way. Shh, I gotta talk to you all sensitive, like you a little kid. Who else want a soft ass man?
Yeah.
Are you yo ego that fragile? I gotta talk to you like, oh baby, maybe we can. You know, you so handsome, but you cause so handsome, baby, we should get a new car. I think a minivan will be fine, sweetie. Ooh, you look so handsome.
Mm.
Instead of saying, no, baby, we got 54 kids. I think we might need to upgrade to a minivan because this Honda ain't doing what it needs to be doing.
He said 54 kids.
You know, baby, little Peter badass. His seat when we sit in the back seat, his knees are in his chest, and I don't think that's
Hey,
healthy. It's kind of hard for him to breathe when we ride to the store.
we're gonna go back
And
to the 50s and get that station wagon. That's what we about to do. You got 54 kids.
yes, yeah, but
Okay.
Oh, so hardcore healing said, can you name a time when a woman has offered you advice or suggestion and it cost you? Have you have you seen something play out as a woman has said? Oh shit.
Oh shit.
So all right. So in my first marriage, there were times I would, because I was just trying to please, and I would do advice or suggestions, and I would just do it because I was too often trying to please. We talking about hell. I could look at my credit report. I'm still fucking got a car that I can repo because of her dumb ass. Oh, I shouldn't have said that's wrong. I got a car repo that she had repoed after our separation, and I can't get on it. Have you thing play out as woman said has wait a minute? Have you seen something play out as a woman? Shit,
Has said.
every day with my fucking wife. Every day. God, again, babe, you right again.
If you think you're lonely now, shit, wait until tonight. Shit, I hear it every day. But yeah, first part of that question: can you name a time when a woman has offered advice or suggestion and it cost you? Mm. Cost as in financial, or cost as
All of
in
it. It could be cost, financial.
ooh.
I'm gonna take speak for it because it be cost or cost you some emotional distress.
I'm thinking back real quickly now. I'm not going back X amount of days, years, months, or relationships because that could go into some uncharted waters. But I would say I'm going to say no because at the end of the day, the advice she gave me, I still had to make the decision. I still had to make the decision. So if I made that decision, as I said in the beginning, I have to stand on it. I have to own it. I have to live with it. So there's never been a time when a woman has offered me advice and it cost me because I made the decision that affects the outcome. And have I ever seen something play out as a woman has said? Yes. You need to change your ways, your egoism, and if you don't, you're gonna be lonely. Here I am sitting here lonely. So yes, it's played out that way. So I gotta still work on me, right? I'm
Um,
not perfected yet.
I got it.
Give me some of the iron so I can chisel on myself tonight.
I
I gotta
get it.
still chisel out some things. I gotta do.
Y'all in Dog World. Is there a heart in the house tonight? Please stand up.
Yes, build and not battle. Yes, ma'am. You got to build and not battle because there's no reason to fight two people trying to take charge, right? Sometimes it can be based on the situation with one take the lead and the other follows and vice versa. And
Oh
sir,
God.
it's nap time for you, Marcus. She said you don't want tonight.
Oh, okay. What you read it because I'm
Yes,
giggling.
she says, hardcore healing Peon coach says the question is solely about when a woman offered advice or suggestion and you felt the consequences could have been avoided. Mm, that goes back a bit. I, on the surface level, I'll have to think on that because yeah, I'll have to think on that. The consequences could have been avoided. Hmm.
Mm.
Don't you go out with your boys tonight? And you know I'm going out anyway. Shit, you tell me I'm a grown ass man. Get to the club and get beat up.
I mean, and a lot of times that's true because, like,
Yeah.
hey, they'll tell you it's dangerous out there. You don't need to go out there. People out there crazy right now.
Mhm.
Especially like a New Year's Eve. Why?
Yeah.
Why are you going out there New Year's Eve?
Yeah. Don't go out there. It's dangerous, and then somebody gets shot or something less serious as that. Yes.
You know.
Consequences could have been avoided. You know, don't go drinking and try to drive your vehicle. And you didn't listen to that advice, and you get pulled over, get a DWI.
Yeah, and think about this. It said
Could have been
it's a
avoided.
question solely about when a woman offered advice, suggesting that, and you felt the consequences could have been avoided. But and she says, "Woman, are we talking about a woman you was romantically involved with, a relationship with, or could be a woman? Period. Because we say at the end of the beginning topic, it wasn't about necessarily relationships, about a woman's advice.
Yeah.
How many can think of we might have took advice from a woman and it might say the relationship? We
Mm,
took advice from women and it kept us from entering a toxic situation.
mm. You own something. You own to
You know,
something, sir.
my wife is very good at giving male a different outlook, a different perspective. I won't say advice, but give them, and that can call if they would listen to that perspective, they might a lot of them probably could have avoided some BS in their life.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm on board with that.
So we got to look at things like that.
Hmm. We do.
And she says it in her comment. I'm putting up. I just posted. She said, "A woman." Period. Yeah, because
Yeah.
another topic we had years ago was about platonic friendships.
Mm,
Can a man and a woman be friends? It can work. Yes, plain and simple. It can work.
yeah.
And if you have a male friend or a female friend, you could you can get a different perspective on how you move.
Mm, yes.
You know,
Yes.
if you choose to follow that advice from that woman and you tweak your movement somewhat differently, you you might keep your ass hitting your head against the wall.
Because your boy's gonna hype you up, like, man, go and do that shit, dude. Make going out there. Shit. They don't. Yeah, you run up against the wall. They ain't looking at your laugh. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So they be like saying some off the wall stuff. Yeah, you bumped your head. You know you should have did that, right? But you told me I should have did it. Oh, you listen
Yeah.
to you listen to everything a
Oh,
man tell you?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It was your
yeah,
decision. You know. Man up, take it on the chin.
yeah. You're right. Trying
You
to find
know.
some new friends. Yeah, trying to find some new friends, sir.
All right. So, babe, how many how many people we got on YouTube tonight right now? Because what we're doing now, we're gonna actually for those who are on YouTube, we're gonna raffle off
Hmm.
an Amazon gift card.
Mm, there we go.
I don't it look like it's just Angel B. So we
Drum roll,
I
please.
ain't gotta pull out the raffle app. Let's see what we
Drum roll,
got.
please.
Let me. All right. Now, but let's go back to while we wait on that. See if we get your answer on there.
Hmm.
The actual topic of the hand is my thought on it is yes, we should listen to a female or or a woman
Okay.
about about decisions. They will help you make an effective decision more often than not.
Way to go, Angie.
And Angie. So
Facts.
Angie, do me a favor. Shoot us an email at datethereal@gmail.com and we'll make sure we'll get you that Amazon gift card. You know, you don't have to buy no Data Affirm the Real merchandise on Amazon because it's not
Yeah.
available yet.
They don't
In the
have no
future it
data.
will be, but not right
Yeah.
now. So you could
None
you
of
could
them.
you could get
Yeah.
yourself something else.
Yeah. Go back to something sexy. Yeah. Go ahead. Get you some.
All right.
Die hobby.
You can keep boundaries, huh, buddy? Boundaries. You don't got
Take
them
that
look
raw.
them Casey and JoJo songs playing in the back of your head and got you going, little brave. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Big. Oh shucks. All right, sir. Uh, but I
Oh,
wanna bring some closing heat to this conversation we had today. The sign says listen to women. So my closing heat I want to bring in is basically saying, so is it really about men listening to women, or is it something bigger? And the reason I say that it is bigger because it's about alignment. When masculine decisions make when a masculine decision making meets feminine insight, you don't get weakness, you get precision.
Hmm.
That's my closing heat.
I can't beat. I can't say nothing. I can't top that.
You can, sir. You got to. The women, they're gonna come with the heat next week, sir. You better put some gas on this, man. Put some gas on this. Blow this thing up. Fahrenheit 212. This thing, man.
Yeah. So basically, make your best decision of the person who you will choose to help you make your decisions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we're not talking about just relationships. We're talking about your every aspect of your life. Not one person, one man, not one female is capable of making every decision perfectly.
Correct. Correct.
Everybody needs an angle. Your eyes only aim forward on a regular
Mm,
basis. They know
mm,
they're not always looking side to you or this side of you, and they damn sure can't see what's behind you. So who's with you is watching your back. So
mm,
make sure the person who's with you is truly for you, and that's your best decision ever.
mm. Yes, sir. Great,
And
great
that's
closing,
my
sir.
heat.
Great closing.
Yeah, yeah,
Appreciate
yeah. I can come up with some shit when I have to. I put a poet in my name.
that. Marcus the poet. Are you not entertained?
Yeah. So
Yes.
once again, next week, the ladies will come on.
They better bring it. Yeah.
They will bring
I'm
it.
listening. I'm listening. Don't
Yeah,
make me pull our call over and start tweeting. Y'all better bring the heat.
yeah. They always bring it. Everybody tune in next week where Kia McLean, the poet, Shamika, the dark therapist, come in with their perspective on their topic. Please send out the invite to all your friends. Tell them to join us. Show us on YouTube, whatever. Let's share it. Let's grow. And with that being said, I'm Marcus Goodwin.
I'm Junior Lilly. Follow, like, and subscribe. Data from the real.
Right
Yeah.
on. We out.
Enough hope, knowing who we are. No more settling for less. I choose truth, I choose me.